the Lone Star Showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space. It's Edwards. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and, you know, they wear their...
Could be an alley. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He might want another play. Motion from the back. He'll take it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Gets it to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Running to Green. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reed. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality. Been running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a...
He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up the first down. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. A give to Brown. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And with that, they've taken the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Breaks into the open. The 40, the 30, 10, all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Comes out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. Here's Arch to throw. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Gets it out fast. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reed. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the Aggies have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Edwards. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Texas calls his campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success, a lot of history with great running backs at the University of Texas. And this guy is having a day.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Hand off for Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. On target. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
A give to Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
There's some room. Lowers those pads. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the option. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Smashes through the tackle. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll run with Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half. To cut this to a one-possession game, need more of that physicality in the second half.
And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Reed. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On his way back from the 20. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Arch is going to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Past the 40. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
And he'll be brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep. React to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Reed to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That tells tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Play action with Reed. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. Reed unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe some room here. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed on the play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker.
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch in the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. One more time, it's Brown. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath him so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Caught by Coleman. Smashes ahead. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Smothers. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I mean, they didn't reinvent football on this drive. That was really impressive, watching him just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do they do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in this second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
Quarterback making checks. The run inside. It's Edwards. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Let's see what they've got on second down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Reed. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in down the sideline. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. The Aggies get it right back.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Quarterback extends the play. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Motion from the wideout. Manning on play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side. And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. 4th down, Reed. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And with the pick 6, touchdown Longhorn. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from them, but still an opportunity to put together a late drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's Reed to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice job to get him past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Got room to work. Good pickup on that play. Let's give him 9 on that one, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Ripped off 7 on that last one. Now looking at 2nd and inches. This is a design run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you've got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to get it done.
Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running inside, it's Edwards. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Makes the grab. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Longhorns hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll give it to Brown. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Smothers. Got a little grass. He'll be dragged down, but not before he's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.